I I heard from a woman. I don't know if you recall Keiko Lynn. She was
Uh,
a wonderful, wonderful beauty blogger. I believe she still is. And I had written about the trolling experience of the early 2010s when it was really out of control.
mhm.
That's going to be a whole episode, or I don't know, 5 episodes later on, because I have a lot to say about this. But she said when Get Off My Internet started, she was a target. Cupcakes and Cashmere was a target. I mean, everybody was a target. And you could tell when they wrote about you because your
Web
views would
traffic. Yeah.
skyrocket. And
Yeah.
you'd all of a sudden get this flood of like, how do you think you are? Like really like
Yeah.
wild. And I was like, oh, I guess they wrote about me. Let's see
Yep.
what was today. But
Yep.
she said, Keiko said, as she was really destroyed by it, but she was like, I don't get why they go after you so bad when you are literally just like a human who's not really that honestly, I'm not that interesting. It's just
They're
like a chick
jealous. I
living
think
her
people are
life.
jealous. They were jealous of you.
Mm, well, it always I mean, trolling always comes from something that's sad in the person and something that's missing that they it's always, always. It's like there's a lack and they react to that. But it the trauma of that is something that I don't know that that kids today understand. Like my kids, when I tell them about trolling, they're like, "Well, they're just like haters. Who cares?" And I'm like, "Oh, I cared."
Well, because here's the thing is that our nervous systems were not made for trolls, right? And so like to you it was like somebody attacking your family, right? And coming
It
after your
was.
children, right? And like fit, but like fit, like you were so worried as you should have been. And we don't talk about what it's like to be an influencer or even like a minor celebrity and have the attention on you and the negative attention and how it affects you. And we've both been through this in major ways. And it is a real mind fuck. And you do have to like, I think to get to a certain level of fame, you just have to like not care at a certain point.
Mhm.
But it does that middle space where you're learning to not care can really mess you up.
It really can, and at the time, it was very different then because I don't know that brands now would be like, they said something mean about the person who's promoting us on the internet, they'd be like, "Uh-huh." But at the time, brands were like, "Whoa." I remember when my first book came out and I got flooded with negative reviews based on a Get Off My Internet's post before the book it was the morning it was released, so nobody had the
Mhm.
book, which
Mhm.
I understand it wasn't like, War and Peace, but, like, it wasn't,
Yeah,
worthy of that much ire.
right.
And my publisher called me and was like, "We are freaking out. What is going on?" And I was like, "It's trolls." And she was like, "What's that? Why is this happening?" And it very nearly torpedoed my next book deal.
Uh, uh,
And so the consequences were real in a way, but or not in a way, they were very real. And that's I think that, the current generation of influencers it's so different.
it's so
And
different.
that's why I want to do this podcast because it's like so much happened so quickly,
Well,
right?
I'm gonna be honest. We were like the freaks. We were like the weirdos, like that were like putting our life out there. I think people did not understand what we were doing. They didn't understand how we were making money or where the money was going or any of it. And so there was a
Mm-mm.
lot of hate for, and I think a lot of jealousy for creating a career, right? That you genuinely looked like you enjoyed and creating a family and
Getting to spend
ro-
time with them while
yeah, and
while
making money at
working.
home, right? And like now obviously it's a whole creator economy that there's tons of stay-at-home moms that are making money and that started with you. I mean, that was really like, there was I mean, we can count on our hands the amount of people that were getting brand deals back then, right? There was almost nobody because brands didn't even know what to do with us. They were
No, they
confused.